And it's interesting. I watched another meme where it was posted by a woman. It was a big garden. All right. It's like a botany place or some such where the phone camera is just moving at different places. And it's all men and they're just standing and staring. And it was all about reading. They were reading text next to that plant or the history of it. And the tagline said, if there is text, he will stop. I'm not sure if there's something about men who would want to know a little bit more. I mean, of course, women too. I don't know if there is a biological explanation to that.
Perhaps we want to know where we are, and then we want to brag about our deep knowledge about the place we're at.
That's possible. So let's start with peak human. One of the things that I enjoyed reading about it is it's not about everything under the sun, but you've chosen these 7 civilizations. And let's start with a very basic question. What makes a golden age? And what are those 4 or 5 things that, in your opinion, if you check them off, you're living in a golden era?
Yeah, that's an important starting point because I'm not thinking about territorial expansion or big empires as such. They have to create some sort of conditions that are seen as golden by the contemporaries, by neighbors, by subsequent generations. So it's something relating to cultural creativity, scientific curiosity, technological innovation, economic growth that lifts more people, giving them more opportunities and more wealth. And obviously then, it's important to point out, not for everybody. It was not golden in any historical civilization for all people there. As scholars point out about the Roman Empire, when people say, oh, it must have been lovely to live there, they always imagine that they would have been emperors or senators, which is obviously few hundred people. And life being an emperor was not always that great. I think roughly half of all Roman emperors died a violent death. So it tells you that oppression and war has been the rule throughout history. So it's not great in every respect, but that was not then what the neighbors thought of when they looked at these civilizations, because they had a lot of war and oppression back home. What they found remarkable was that they, despite these problems, managed to create better living standards, more opportunities, more creativity, and dynamism in those societies.